Hello everybody, welcome to today's video. Today I am in Haworth Village in West Yorkshire, which is famously known as the home of where the famous Bronte family lived. And on today's video I'm going to talk about some of the things that inspired the Bronte sisters, including the rugged landscape moors, birds which frequently fly around the Haworth graveyard, just next to the parsonage, just actually at the church where their father, Patrick Bronte, was the reverend, and also some of the myths and legends that the Bronte sisters really enjoyed to learn about. And Bramwell, the Bronte sisters' brother as well, he was quite creative and he enjoyed going out and exploring with the Bronte sisters, and I'll talk about it during this video, and it's going to be really interesting, everybody. So I hope you enjoy this, and I'll show you around this historic village. Patrick Bronte and his family moved to Haworth on the 20th of April 1820. They moved their belongings by using several horse-drawn carts over the moorland. The family moved from Thornton near Bradford. The Bronte family arrived at a bustling, crowded and heavily industrialised Pennine Mill village. In 1820, Haworth was in the midst of a population boom due to the growth of the textile industry. The air was filled with smoke from the mill chimneys. The main street was filled with shops such as grocers, drapers and butchers, along with several pubs. Patrick took up a secure role as the vicar at the church at the top of Main Street, St Michael and All Angels Church. The Bronte children largely had to entertain themselves growing up in Haworth Village. Charlotte, Emily and Anne, along with brother Bramwell, were deeply immersed in both mythical figures and imaginative play with toys. They used to create elaborate fantasy worlds that directly inspired their later novels. Their childhood in the parsonage was defined by intense creative play, including drawing from folklore, literature and their own inventive fictional worlds. Their father Patrick was Irish and their mother was Cornish, exposing them to Cornish fairy tales and legends. The children loved hearing about Celtic and local folklore. The children learned lots about local folklore from their servants. In 1826, their father Patrick gave Bramwell a set of 12 wooden toy soldiers. The siblings immediately assigned characters with unique personalities and stories to each of the 12 soldiers. They transformed them from everyday toys into characters of their imaginations. The sisters wrote tiny books to document the lives of mythology and their fictional characters, a practice which they carried on into their teenage years. They acted out dramas and created newspapers and stories based on the toys and made up some interesting characters. Receiving these 12 wooden toy soldiers undoubtedly changed the Bronte children's lives and sparked their creative imaginations. The Bronte sisters' novels are filled with references to wild birds, including larks, lapwings and fossils, which enhance the untamed atmosphere of their settings. Charlotte Bronte was inspired by Thomas Bewick's History of British Birds, which featured in the opening of Jane Eyre. These birds have a symbolic presence that often mirror the emotional state of the novel characters in a wild, solitary and untamed way, capturing the gothic and romantic nature of the sisters' writing. The graveyard next to the parsonage at St Michael and All Angels Church is frequented by birds like crows and rooks. The graveyard's birds influence the Bronte sisters' moody, gothic literature with its bleak scenery. The birds and trees were a profound source of inspiration for the sisters' novels. Emily loved the rugged moorland landscape. This famous graveyard is notorious. There are over 40,000 burials in this small space. The graveyard creates a dark, atmospheric environment. There was an eerie connection between the Bronte sisters and the burials in the graveyard landscape of open moors, which are inhabited by a range of different types of birds. So I think it's time now to have a sausage roll and a latte, so we'll call it the half-time break now. Oh, that was perfect, that, just what I needed. So I'll continue with the video for you now and we'll get into some more history about the Brontes. The Bronte sisters, Charlotte, Emily and Anne Bronte, were very talented writers, and they went on to write famous novels including Wuthering Heights and Jane Eyre, and their achievements were nothing short of remarkable. And during that time, Haworth was facing huge social problems and sanitary conditions were really bad back then, and there was a very high mortality rate, and the Bronte sisters became ill quite a few times and managed to carry on writing those novels. So, you know, it's amazing what they achieved, because diseases like typhoid and cholera devastated Haworth during that time. The surrounding area and the rugged open moors is inhabited by many types of different birds, and these birds really played an important part in the Bronte sisters' novels, because they really were the source of lots of the inspiration, really. And Emily actually liked to rescue birds as well, wild birds, so there's a lot of connections there between the birds around the Bronte country and the Bronte sisters. The three Bronte sisters, Charlotte, Emily and Anne, went on to become the most famous literacy family in England. The novels of the three sisters have been translated worldwide, and the story of their lives has inspired hundreds of books, films and plays, bringing international fame. thanks so much everybody for watching this video. I've really enjoyed filming and presenting it for you, and those sounds of the birds, the crows in the tree, you know, it really added to the atmosphere of this video, you know. So yeah, something a little bit different, and I hope you enjoyed this, everybody. It's quite cold and windy today, even though it looks quite warm. It's quite a chilly one, but I've really enjoyed filming this video, putting it together for you, and I just really enjoy making these videos. I enjoy being creative, learning new skills and connecting with an audience. So thanks again everybody. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and until next time, take care.